Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the top 2 stocks that all of y'all should be keeping in your watch list for tomorrow. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions like we always do here on this channel. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in. And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, alright? So let's begin right off the bat. We got the SPY, and the SPY is actually bouncing off of that $4,400 level, which is a good thing. I'm not gonna complain. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. In the last video, I did tell y'all that I wanted to see a little bit of a dip, or I thought there would be a little bit of a dip before we bounce because of the Nasdaq, right? I wanted to see some type of a move like this just to hit that level of support for a better entry, especially for the dip buyers out there, before we see a reversal. But that didn't quite happen. And the way just all markets are looking right now, they're looking pretty bullish. So just watch out for a bullish move, for more money to flood into the markets tomorrow. Now, what's going to happen next week, that will be determined on another video. But the first stock that y'all should be keeping on your watch list for tomorrow, that stock is Microsoft. All right. First and foremost, Microsoft got demolished throughout the past 2 weeks. It's at a good point right now. It's at a really good level. There was some structure on the 15. If you look at the 15, I was looking for this thing to actually, let me see here. No, it's not that one. Let me just click on here. So there was this structure on the chart, right? So I was just seeing if this thing could just consolidate all the way through before making its decision whether to the bullish or to the bearish side. It broke out to the bullish side, which is a good sign. I think Microsoft is gonna have a pretty solid day tomorrow. Watch Microsoft for a move to $295 tomorrow before there may be some turbulence. All right, yeah, definitely watch it for that move. It may stall a little bit before trying to move up, but eventually it's gonna have to test this level eventually. And plus, it's Microsoft. It's a very reputable company, so keep that one on your watch list. Now, the second stock that y'all should be keeping on your watch list for tomorrow is actually AMC. It's AMC. And this one got demolished for quite some time. If you look over here, it had a massive pop all the way up to like $35, and then there was a fade all the way back down to 18. And right now, there was a bullish pennant intraday right over here, and we actually took a day trade on there, as y'all can see right over. Let me change that. There you go. Okay, as y'all can see right over here, as soon as it broke out, we bought calls on there with the price target of $19, and it went all the way up towards, like, it was playing games at first, and then it eventually started going. And it moved all the way up to $18.50, where we took some money off the table. But I still got calls in there. I still got some YOLO calls. I'm just curious to see if that would actually go all the way up to $19, which I have seen it do. I've seen stocks, especially with this pattern specifically, just move up, not fully, but only like partially, and then the next morning it just spikes out the gates. It then tags that level before probably fading, right? So watch it for that move, initial move to $19, maybe even $19.50, before it starts to slow down. So that's the second stock that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. Now, let's talk about some of you guys' stocks of interest. I saw some of y'all talking about ATER. All right, now let's address it. Now with this one right here, the daily chart is the most interesting part. Intraday, it looks pretty choppy. It looks pretty nasty. It had a massive move today, and there was some profit taken along the way. Now this thing actually like dipped kind of weakly into power hour. But should you be worried if you have it? I would say if you're sure, you should be worried because, like, look at what's going on at the bottom over here. If you look at what happened between October all the way down to April, nobody was interested in here. There's not a lot of people interested in the stock. The volume is picking back up, right? It started on that day on April 4th, and is at the level of this previous rally over here. Okay, now it doesn't necessarily mean that the rally will happen for sure, like with 100% certainty. But I wouldn't be sure at these levels because individuals who are probably shorting over here are seeing this, and psychologically they're probably freaking out and they're covering, right? And when short sellers starts covering, we see prices of assets move higher. All right, now the first level that y'all should be watching for ATER is where these individuals are, right at those wicks at $10 right here. Now when is it going to get there? I don't know. I don't know when exactly. It could be on Monday, it could be on Tuesday, it could be 2 weeks from now, right? So I hope y'all got, if you got ATER, I hope you got some time on the contracts. That way you have some wiggle room, and you can hold this thing for a little bit longer if it starts to chop. All right, and also it has earnings over here. Their last earnings was not too long ago, so I think they're gonna announce their earnings to be somewhere over here, probably like in the beginning of June, maybe late June. But this is not something to be worried about. But yeah, that's my honest thoughts on ATER for the person who have been asking about this thing. Yeah, I do think it's going to run, and the first level to watch is $10. All right. Now, the next one that we're going to talk about in today's video, that stock is Tesla. Now, in the last video, I told y'all to watch. Actually, no. Let's look at Twitter. Let's look at Twitter. Yeah. Now, with Twitter, I told y'all to watch this thing for a drop all the way down to $40, and it didn't quite drop. It didn't. Number one, the market was bullish, and number two, like if you look on here, there's a massive influx of volume. All of these short sellers who have been over here, what they wanted to see was this. Nothing less than just one massive red bar, followed by another one, followed by a fade, followed by, just like literally the complete opposite of what that is, right? So as soon as they broke through $45, they were all out. All short sellers were out. So now what is this thing going to do next? I think it's just going to consolidate some more. Eventually, if there is a dip, like if we experience some turbulence, like if Microsoft goes up to $295 and the market starts moving, and also we see AMD do a retest of this level. I've talked about AMD yesterday, right? If we see a retest of this level and then we see a rejection that could crush the dip buyers, then we will see Twitter follow through and close that gap. That's why next week is a little bit more it looks suspicious. It really does. So be very, very careful. Again, I told y'all in the last video, take advantage of day trading opportunities. We definitely did, especially with Tesla, especially with AMC and Tesla. Like if we check out Tesla, right? And if you look at what happened today, so this is Tesla, and it started breaking out at exactly like 10 o'clock. You see the ascending triangle right here, and then we got in with calls. I got in a little bit late. I don't know why I did that, but it was a little bit late, even though I saw it on time. Some people were able to get it like exactly at that time, but I got it a little bit late, and it was right over. Yeah, Yeah, it was after that initial run. It started to consolidate, and then I got in at like 100 and at 1000 and like 9 for the move up to 1016. Yeah, eventually it got to like 1025, but it didn't matter. We didn't really miss out on anything because AMC also paid. So either way, whoever held or whoever sold and replaced it with AMC, like they got paid. So that's pretty much the day trades that we took today, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Ngumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, I left some very basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ngumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.